What happened?
Too hard to tell.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you missed in Hawkeye episodes 1 and 2. For this list, we're looking at the best MCU callbacks, comic book references, and Easter eggs in the first 2 episodes of this sharpshooting series. If you haven't seen the latest episodes yet, watch out for spoilers ahead. What was your favorite moment in the Hawkeye double feature? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. The bell tower was dedicated to an MCU villain.
I know it's a bet, but are you sure that arrow won't damage it?
No.
We initially thought Kate's unintentional destruction of a bell tower on her campus was a bad thing. However, we changed our minds as soon as we saw who it was dedicated to. If you freeze the episode at the right moment, you'll notice Obadiah Stane's name on the bell tower plaque. This businessman infamously asked members of the Ten Rings to get rid of Tony Stark permanently in the first Iron Man movie.
Compliments of Tony Stark.
If you kill him when you were supposed to, you'd still have a face.
He paid us trinkets to kill a prince.
Despite being publicly exposed as a villain over a decade before the events of Hawkeye, the bell tower still remained dedicated to him. We think Kate deserves extra credit from her school for wrecking a monument to the notorious Stane.
I'm not thrilled that I'm about to replace an irreplaceable clock tower.
It was a bell tower.
Number 9. Song lyrics subtly insult the Avengers. While Rogers the Musical may seem like it was just made to praise the heroes, the lyrics throw serious shade at them. After mentioning that cities the Avengers protect tend to get destroyed, the performers sing, "We'll blame you then, but you're good for now." Several Marvel properties explore what happens when people get mad about the collateral damage that heroes leave behind. On Jessica Jones, the titular heroine was nearly shot by resentful New Yorkers despite having nothing to do with the battle that happened there.
While all around me, you people were raining down hell.
So go after the big green guy at the flag waver. I wasn't even there.
Consider it a preventative measure for next time.
The Sokovia Accords were also created to help keep Avengers in check. Whoever wrote the musical clearly wasn't willing to let the heroes off the hook for the trail of destruction that follows them.
What are you doing here?
Why is everyone singing and dancing about everything?
I don't know.
Number 8. Hawkeye saves Kate again.
Mommy! Mommy? Mommy, what's happening?
As soon as we saw the opening scene was set in 2012, we had a sinking feeling Kate would be caught up in the Battle of New York. Luckily, Hawkeye kept Kate safe from attacking Chitauri with one well-timed arrow. This pivotal moment in Kate's life was originally a little bit different on the page. In the comics, a young Kate was captured by a ridiculous supervillain named the Matador. When she made a break for it, Hawkeye stopped a goon from chasing her and helped her get to freedom. Both versions of Kate's backstory show how one arrow shot in the right direction changed the entire trajectory of her life.
Whatever you need, I'm here for you.
I need a bow and arrow.
Number 7. Nods to Clint's Carnival Origins.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to sell it. You gotta make it real. You gotta believe it.
Just kill me.
Although we're still waiting to see all of Clint's backstory, the writers seem to hint at his traditional origins in the second episode. In the comics, he joined the circus after being orphaned at a young age. He spent years being a performer before having a fateful encounter with a fellow hero that led to him becoming an Avenger. Watching Hawkeye pretend to lose a fight in front of a cheering crowd of LARPers felt like a callback to his performance days. Within the same episode, he also ends up tied to a carnival ride in a secret base.
There you go.
Don't worry, you will not fall off. It's strong.
Thank you.
Hopefully, these small nods to Clint's comic book circus days are just foreshadowing for a big top flashback.
I mean, come on. You did have fun, right?
Glad I did it.
Number 6. Clint takes a page out of Natashas Playbook. Hawkeye decides the best way to get more information out of the tracksuit mafia is to let the goons capture him. It's hilarious seeing how cool, calm, and collected he is in an incredibly dangerous situation. It feels like Hawkeye got the catch and release idea from Black Widow.
What's the play?
Little catch release.
Nice. One of Nat's old moves. Be careful.
She famously started the 2012 Avengers movie by purposely getting tied up so she could extract vital information from her so-called captors.
I'm working.
This takes precedence.
I'm in the middle of an interrogation. This moron is giving me everything.
I don't give everything.
Look, you can't pull me out of this right now.
Natasha. Barton's been compromised.
Whereas Natasha pretended to be in distress before breaking character, Clint didn't bother acting at all. Since Kate interrupted his plan, we'll never know if his relaxed approach to his old friend's tactic would have worked.
Look what you did.
I was just trying to help, okay?
Don't talk.
Number 5. Clint exposed Duquesne in the comics.
She both desires my approval, yet wants to set firm boundaries. She feels threatened by me, and you know what? I can understand why.
It seemed like there was something sinister hiding underneath Jack Duquesne's big smile and well-maintained mustache from the moment we met him. And during the second episode, Kate spots some incriminating evidence that he might have taken his uncle's life.
He's lying.
To be fair, I did downplay my skill and repeatedly lie about it.
While we don't know if he's guilty yet, we are positive that this storyline mirrors Clint's comic origins. A young Hawkeye got combat training by a man named Jacques Duquesne in the comics. After Clint discovered his mentor was stealing money, the two had a deadly duel. While Hawkeye went on to become a superhero, Jack committed evil acts under the supervillain name Swordsman. The parallels between Kate and Clint's stories have us convinced that Jack Duquesne is not to be trusted.
Sorry for scaring you into telling the truth.
Smart as a whip, this one, huh?
Number 4. Hawkeyes Disguise pays tribute to real heroes.
Told you.
Yeah.
Gotta get that suit.
When Kate's apartment caught on fire, Clint didn't have enough time to grab his Ronin suit. He later returned to the scene undercover as a firefighter. The helmet that Clint puts on notably has the number 54 right on the front. While this may seem like a random costume detail at first, it actually references tragic real-life events. On September 11, 2001, 15 firefighters from Engine 54 lost their lives while trying to save others. The sacrifices they made continue to be remembered 20 years after the event. Seeing a fictional Avenger wear a symbol of real-life heroes was a subtle yet incredibly moving tribute. Number 3. Tracksuit Mafia member Maya Lopez was once the first Ronin.
We have them both. We have them.
At the end of the second episode, we got our first look at Maya Lopez. The fact that she and her fellow Tracksuit Mafia members were after Ronin was incredibly ironic.
I guess I am who you think I am. I'm not the guy you're looking for.
In the comics, Maya was the one who came up with that vigilante's name and look. She fought alongside heroes as Ronin before passing along the mantle to Clint Barton. Given Maya's comic history, it would be a cool reversal to see Hawkeye grant his blessing for her to become a different version of the vigilante. But even if this storyline doesn't play out, we still hold out hope that Maya won't be one of Clint's enemies forever.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now, bro.
Number 2. Kate's aunt traditionally has an interesting connection with Hawkeye.
Okay. Not exactly a fortress, but it'll do, right?
It's my aunt's place. She's in Florida for the winter.
Kate found the best place to lay low and find fancy bathrobes was her aunt's place. According to the doorbell and a movie poster, her aunt is an actress named Moira Brandon. This movie star played a big role in a Hawkeye storyline. When the hero was looking for a West Coast Avengers base, she offered her mansion. During the tour, they were attacked by a supervillain. The actress saved Hawkeye at the cost of her own life. It's unclear how close the MCU's Moira is to the current or potential Hawkeye. But since Clint and Kate are historically vital to the West Coast Avengers, it would be fitting if the actress helped one of them give a live-action version of the team a home.
Let me guess, we're going to your safe house? Is it an Avengers Tower?
No. Tony sold that a few years ago.
That is so sad on so many levels.
Before we take aim at our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Ant-Man appears in Rogers the Musical to pay homage to the 1960s Avengers team. The size-changing hero was part of the very first Avengers lineup in the comics.
Yo, honey, I know what happens. I was there. You knew it wasn't there. It's that guy. Ant-Man.
The battle's just begun. We'll conquer the Chitauri. Then get Shawarma when we're done.
Kate saves Lucky the pizza dog this time around. Although Clint saved the pup in the comics, we're just glad this good boy is safe.
Check it out. A ninja saved a dog.
Oh, it's amazing.
Clint's LARP helmet would have made him look like Thor. If he was seen wearing that blonde wig, the Avengers would never let him live it down.
Helmet.
I mean, do I have to?
The opening title sequences look like artist Matt Traction's comics. His artwork and storylines heavily inspired the Hawkeye TV series. Famous Broadway star Adam Pascal is in Rogers the Musical. He plays a New Yorker with a killer singing voice.
Things look dark, but I know this can't be the end.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Grills may be in serious danger.
Merry Christmas.
You too. Clint?
Take care.
Oh, yeah, I'm Grills.
Nice to meet you, Grills.
A LARPer named Grills thought beating Hawkeye in a fake fight was a high point in his life. But if the series follows the comics, their duel may be his downfall. In one story arc, an assassin named Kazi, aka the Clown, is hired to go after Hawkeye. One of the first evil things this villain does is assassinate Grills just for being close with Clint. During the first 2 episodes, we've seen the MCU's version of Kazi in several scenes.
Is that him there? I would really like to speak to your boss. That's why I'm here.
Based on his hard facial expressions, he has a huge bone to pick with Clint. We hope Hawkeye can stop the assassin before Grills gets hurt. It'd be heartbreaking to see a LARPer who bonded with an Avenger meet a tragic end.
But seriously, thank you. I owe you one. This has been the best day of my life.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.